Hello everyone, bienvenidos. I'm Vanessa Hauc, the co-founder of Sasha Mama and the director of Planeta Tierra at Noticias Telemundo. And I'm so excited to welcome you to this conversation. So today, we will continue to share a wonderful journey that I embarked in the past couple of months, looking for those stories where the ocean is the great provider, where the oceans truly support us in so many ways. And today, we will explore how the oceans provides emotional healing and psychological benefits for all. I would like to welcome Donny Ottofaro. He's the founder and president of Future 6. And Future 6 Helping Hand is a Florida-based charity organization providing free ocean-centric programs for children with special needs, including mental and physical disabilities. Thank you so much, Donny, for being with us.
Hi, Vanessa. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And we also have with us today for this conversation, Trujillo. He's the parent of an amazing human being I have the opportunity to meet in our story for Sasha Mama. Hi, Dio. It's great to see you.
Hi, Vanessa. How are you?
We are wonderful. Okay, so let's watch the story and then we will continue with the conversation.
Nuestro planeta es un planeta azul. Los océanos cubren casi el 75% de la superficie de la Tierra. Son vitales para nuestra supervivencia. Nos ofrecen alimento, experiencias, alegrías y son la fuente de ingresos de millones de personas en el mundo. Todos dependemos del océano. Él nos proporciona la mitad del oxígeno que respiramos. Absorbe 50 veces más dióxido de carbono que nuestra atmósfera y da vida al 80% de los seres vivos del planeta. Mi nombre es Vanessa Hauc y ando en busca de aquellos héroes cuya misión es proteger el océano, el gran proveedor. Él es Charlie, un niño lleno de vida. Le gusta jugar, correr, pero sobre todo, surfear en el océano.
Charlie es bien activo, es tremendo muchacho, contento, feliz y disfruta la vida, más que todo el mundo que yo conozco.
A sus 15 años es todo un campeón. Para él, nada ha sido fácil. Sin embargo, uno a uno ha ido superando todos los grandes retos que la vida le presenta. En el momento en que nació Charlie y te enteraste de su condición, ¿cuáles eran tus miedos?
Bueno, el miedo principal mío fue decirle a mi señora que el niño tenía síndrome de Down, porque ella todavía estaba en la sala de operaciones, le estaban haciendo una cesárea de emergencia y yo fui el que le dije que el niño tenía el síndrome de Down. Eso fue lo más duro. Uno espera, como dice el médico, que todo está perfecto, pero en este caso las condiciones eran diferentes. Todos esos retos se han cogido, se han dado duro y hasta ahora no hay un reto que Charlie no coja.
Ha ido aprendiendo a hacer muchas de las cosas que nosotros damos por hecho.
Charlie tuvo terapia desde que tuvo 3 meses para todo lo que tú no piensas, desde gatear, hablar, comer. Todos esos fueron terapias y todos fueron escalones que fue subiendo y subiendo y subiendo.
Y fue precisamente buscando mejorar el equilibrio de Charlie que terminarían conociendo a Donny, fundador de la organización Future 6.
Hola, Charlie! This is our friend Vanessa.
Hi.
Hola, Charlie, ¿cómo estás?
Bien. ¿Cómo estás?
¿Bien? Are you ready for surfing?
Yes.
Vamos. Bajo la supervisión de Donny y los voluntarios de Future 6, Charlie y otros niños con capacidades especiales aprenden a nadar, surfear, pero sobre todo a ser resilientes y a confiar en sí mismos.
La confianza en que si se cae o que no pasa nada, te levantas y hazlo otra vez, sigue para adelante. Cuando Charlie está en el agua, está en su ambiente, está contento, está feliz, disfrutando y aprendiendo.
Aprendiendo a cuidar el océano mientras se divierte y fortalece sus habilidades.
I like surfing because of the volunteers that help me surf. I feel happy and excited. I feel awesome.
What is it that you like the most about the ocean?
Well, it's nice out. Well, kind of like sea animals and shells and lots of stuff.
Y es que está comprobado que el océano fomenta el bienestar y mejora la salud física y mental en toda la población. Para Donny ha ido más allá, impulsando su misión de vida.
Why did you decide to work with kids that had special needs?
But working with the special needs community comes back to what we believe is so important for everybody, and that's to be included. I think inclusion at an age where you're so vulnerable to the world is what's going to instill confidence, commitment, compassion, patience, integrity, and really make you want to put forth an effort to life.
Y sin más herramientas que la buena voluntad y una tabla de surf, Donny y su equipo forjan a estos niños que poco a poco pierden la timidez y comienzan a confiar en las olas, en el mar y, lo más importante, en ellos mismos. Y es aquí donde las limitaciones son reemplazadas con maravillosas experiencias y grandes lecciones. En el océano, el gran proveedor.
Well, this is an amazing story, and Charlie truly stole our heart. Thank you so much, Dio, and thank you, Donny, for being with us. It was just really an unbelievable day. And I would like to start with you, Dio. So how is Charlie today?
Charlie's great. We're actually on vacation at the beach right now. So he's doing pretty good.
Wonderful. Donny, so why did you decide to create this organization, Future 6? Why was it important for you?
You know, as a kid growing up surfing in South Florida, we didn't have a whole lot of people that could coach us and really be a positive influence. We didn't feel, you know, the motto behind us being inclusion. We didn't feel really, and so the community that of children that we work with, they really, really need to know that they're not that different from anybody else at all, and they deserve the opportunity to be included in everything and anything. So at the end of the day, no matter what, you know, quote unquote, is a disability, our job and our mentality is to find the ability.
That's so beautiful. Dio, you mentioned that you found Donny and Future 6 when you were looking for Charlie to be more balanced. But what we see is that you found so much more. What are all the benefits Charlie has gotten from working with the ocean?
Well, I mean, the overcoming a lot of challenges that he had physically, and also, you know, he wasn't really accustomed to the water, and you know, so it's been a learning experience all around. He learned about his physical, you know, with his physical challenges, and he also learned about the environment, the ocean, and the animals, and all that good stuff. So it's been great all around.
Donny, how do you feel when you see children like Charlie open up and start to trust themselves?
That's the moment when I know that what we're doing is a positive impact into the community. It's literally why we're doing this year after year after year after year. That's the reward part of what we're doing. And it's my favorite detail of actually witnessing and seeing that with the kids we work with.
Yes, I imagine. Dio, there is evidence that just by being in the natural environment, like for example, surrounded by oceans, is associated with benefits to mental health and well-being. Have you seen that in Charlie?
Absolutely, and I think the number one benefit would be confidence. Confidence into keep on trying, into you know, feeling comfortable with himself and the things that he's doing. I mean, that's absolutely.
Donny, why do you think the ocean does so much wonders with children?
You know, kids are curious about everything, and I think that the ocean, as a matter of fact, I would like to say that I know that the ocean really inspires that curiosity. It kind of sends those sparks in our minds of wanting to be able to, you know, see, feel, touch, and hear, and utilize all your senses. And that's a positive thing for all kids, to be able to utilize all their senses and have an experience that, as Dio said, with confidence building, because they could be nervous, they could be scared, get them in the water, get all those senses fired up and that brain fired up, and all of a sudden it's just an immediate reaction.
That's amazing. And I love the fact that you were telling us that for you, inclusion was very important. And I think this is a quality that we need to teach all our children, but really all our communities and all societies. Why that is important for you?
Well, the inclusion portion, I feel like the inclusion part is just self-explanatory. Without inclusion, our social lives don't exist. Without inclusion, our work lives don't exist. There's nothing that we can do unless we're actually included in something. And, the ocean is that perfect opportunity, no matter who you are, where you come from, what you're into, what your day-to-day looks like. It's that common ground that everybody loves the moment they hit it, and it can spark, all that social ability. It can spark that confidence building and cancel out the fears when people realize it's not as dangerous as, somebody may think it is. The inclusion portion is so vital. It's the ocean that connects the importance of that inclusion.
Yes, it's so important. Dio, when we were talking that day on the interview, you were telling me that Charlie has amazed you in so many different ways. I mean, he's so strong and determined to overcome all challenges. What other lessons can we learn from Charlie?
Well, I mean, it's perseverance is the number one lesson. Because the kid, I mean, I see it as a challenge. He doesn't, and I mean, it takes him a while to get there, but he perseveres and gets a challenge, overtake it. So perseverance is the number one thing.
Definitely. Donny, I know that over the years you have worked with many, many different families. What is the feedback that they tell you when they bring your child to you to spend a day at the ocean? And then when they go back home, what are the main differences that they notice?
We have had a lot of families that have reported to us that since joining our surf program throughout the year, they've seen their children, educational wise, they've seen their grades get, higher. They're paying more attention. They're more sociable at school. They're not as, hiding or as, closed. They're become a little bit more outgoing. As Dio mentioned, the physical side of it, that strength training builds that confidence naturally. We've had children with autism who are nonverbal. We've had parents report to us that their child has said their first words and it has been ocean or surfing. And there's no better feeling to know that just something, that we've just grown up here locally, grown up loving and still do after all these years, that we can pass that on. And this is, the outcome that nobody ever said, hey, look, this is what's going to happen to you as you get older. And we're just laying a solid foundation, and that we've come to realize in our age now, that these kids really need and deserve. And hopefully they take everything out of this, whether they're with us for one visit or like Charlie and his family for the last 4 or 5 years. And they're models for us. Charlie's a model for us, and we love him. And the moment that he runs down the beach when they're usually late, but it lights everybody up and everybody knows him. And that's a great feeling for Charlie. He's a standout superstar with us.
Oh, he's a superstar. He's so adorable. And it was just such a joy to meet him and to spend the day with him.
Yeah.
The ocean is so powerful that there is something called ocean therapy, and soldiers have learned to surf and become part of this program, ocean therapy, and they have received amazing benefits. Are you aware of that, Donny?
Yeah, I am. I should have said ocean therapy, and that really is what it is. There's just something about rewiring your brain for just a little bit amount of time to focus on something else that helps you to alleviate any of that daily stress, the work life, for the kids, the school life, anything that's going on, nothing else matters. It just naturally makes you focus on the water, the ocean, the surfboard, and everything going on in and around you at that very moment. It takes you to being in the moment, which is I think, so important for all of us, whether it's the children that are benefiting, because our volunteers become different human beings after working with these kids too.
Yeah, I have to say that all hands up for your volunteers, because they are doing an amazing job, and it's just inspiring and remarkable, the work that you are doing. Dio, could you tell us, what does Charlie tells you about the ocean, and how does he feels every time that he goes to see Donny and Future 6?
Oh, he loves it. I mean, I mean, he can't wait to. I think the season starts again in April, so we're looking forward to a new season. You know, but he enjoys it. He loves it. He loves the ocean. I mean, right now we're on vacation. We're at the ocean, so it's, you know, it's we can't leave it.
Donny, why do you think the ocean is so powerful? Why do we connect with the ocean and human beings?
Well, you know, much of our body is made up of salt water, right? So I think that's the start of a natural connection. And again, it's the mystery of this world that not everybody gets the chance to experience unless you're part of a coastal community or visiting a coastal community. That curiosity, I'm just going to keep going back to that. It's what ignites the adventure inside your mind to want to reach out, smell, touch, feel, and see everything that it has. You know, in Costa Rica many years ago, 2003, never forget, I'll take this with me to the grave. The greatest experience of my life was surfing in a place called Playa Negra, and dropping in on a wave that I was probably way too big and I shouldn't have been paddling for, and a humongous loggerhead sea turtle was literally underwater surfing with me, and it was just this moment of peace that was very, very humbling to be a part of that, feeling like you're one with everything around you.
Wow, what an amazing feeling, and what a wonderful to have the possibility to feel that and to experience that. Dio, how important is for you and for Charlie and for Tina to have organizations that like Future 6 that actually connect your children to the ocean?
It's tremendous. I mean, and the number one thing is, don't forget I mean, our background has always been on therapies, and the therapies, for the most part, they're all indoors. So this is one of the few, let's call it therapies, that actually is outdoor, is with the environment and whatnot, and that is unique. There's not a lot of therapies that offer that. I mean, we've done the horse therapy and whatnot, but this is different, and it's all around, and you know, it provides a lot for them.
Yeah, definitely. Donny, do you think people realize how the ocean can be therapeutic?
I want to hope that people realize that, but I don't think that they do. If they did, we wouldn't have to have beach cleanups throughout the year. We wouldn't have to partner with other coastal environmental groups to help clean the ocean. We wouldn't have to educate people on why not to throw a piece of plastic on the beach or throw your cigarette butt in the sand. I mean, if people, you know, did realize how vital and how important it is, then, you know, maybe it would be a better place.
You're right. You're right. Actually, I was going to mention that studies have shown that it's so essential to be inside of the water, and that the water of the ocean has essential minerals that nourish our body. And it's really, in a way, that it's just to go to the ocean and to be in between the ocean, in the middle of nature, that can have an amazing impact. You just come home feeling better, feeling great.
That's right. Every time. Salt in the hair, sand on your body. It's a great time.
What is it that the group of volunteers, we were seeing the images, Donny, that you have so many people that want to be part of Future 6? Why is a program that is not only benefiting the children, but also the people that are part of it?
Well, I think most human beings really desire the feeling of being needed, you know, wanted. And these children that we work with give you that emotional connection of being wanted and needed instantaneously. You know, the trust factor of a child who has never done this before, and that includes Charlie, his first time out with us. That nervousness, the scaredness, who's this stranger grabbing a hold of me? That's a feeling for me that I love every single time, is when a child is looking to me for that trust of don't let me go, make sure that I'm safe, and make sure I have a whole lot of fun, or I'm going to hit you after I get out of the water. So that's the connection I think that really binds the volunteers to continually be returning, because it's just that essence of being of knowing that you're needed and wanted, and that's a major human character trait, is having to fulfill that need and that want.
Of course. Dio, what do you think Charlie is going to do in the future? Do you see him surfing much?
Absolutely. We're looking forward, like I said, to a new season. And I mean, we've been, spending a whole week in the ocean this week. So, I mean, we're enjoying it. We're enjoying it a lot.
Well, thank you so much for being with us. And I want to thank you for your dedication, Donny, because Future 6 is truly remarkable. It's an amazing organization, and it's truly inspiring to see the impact that you're having in these children, in these families, in these communities, and the wonderful work that you do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you, Dio, for sharing Charlie with us. We love him. He's amazing. And it was wonderful to be with him for a day and to showcase his story.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. It's so important that we recognize that the ocean is a living organism that provides critical resources for all of us. Today, we want to invite you to commit to our oceans, to take an oath, to make a commitment to protect it. The solutions are on the table. We need your support to ensure we protect and preserve our ocean, the great provider. We believe we can make it, and we can make it together. So we want to invite you to go to www.oceanthegreatprovider.org and join us. Thank you, everyone. And with this, we close our series. But this doesn't end here. We will continue to have conversations with influencers, community leaders, experts, and people like you and I that can truly make a difference. And it starts with this commitment.